Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Tim Radio Show. I'm your host, Tim Radio, and we're going to start off episode number 10 with some Freaky Friday funny videos. Actually, more freaky videos. So it's been in the news lately. Popeye's chicken sandwich thing. People going crazy. People getting killed, fighting, smashing stuff. Just causing chaos everywhere. Lineups all over the place. Lineups around the block. I mean, look at this. I mean, that's crazy, man. A guy gets stabbed over a chicken sandwich. This guy, I mean, don't watch it. This is hard to watch. So, nobody dies or anything like that, but it's pretty rough. So, this girl's just like walking to the store. This employee picks her up, body slams her. That's an employee there. This girl gets messed up. So supposedly she's okay, but. I mean, that's crazy, man, for an employee to come out and do that, for anybody to come out and do that. And the person was walking away at least, so I don't know what they did in there. But that's crazy, man. This chick here just smashing up the car. It's got, like, kids in it and everything. Doesn't care. Just... There's some people all over the place, man. Just everybody wants some of this chicken sandwich. And then the kid even gets out and starts, like, smacking the car, man. Bust the window. They're saying bust the window. This dude starts screaming, like, racist stuff. And then he gets beat up outside later. I'm not even going to show that, but they give him a smackdown. This one, they just started... Just throw that over there. There you go. Oh my god. I'm like that guy. Oh my god. Damn. Holy cow. Another one. Basically the same thing.
Nope.
What are they arguing about?
Popeye.
There's always like some big old ladies behind the counter. You don't know me, let go of me. Alright, yeah, I don't know you, so I'm not allowed to restrain you for jumping over the counter. I don't know what they're arguing about all the time. I can't find the backstory to a lot of these things to actually find out what happened to cause, like, a scene. Like, obviously, you know, people trying to get in line or something like that, I can see with the car, you know, smashing your own car to get a chicken sandwich. I just don't eat this chicken sandwich. You can make a pretty good chicken sandwich at home. This one's the best. This one's definitely good.
Mom, how are we waiting at Popeyes? It's been all day.
You want this fucking sandwich, don't you? This fucking spicy motherfucking sandwich that everybody gotta have, you dumbass motherfucker. Go wait in this goddamn line.
I gotta play it again.
Mom, how are we waiting at Popeyes?
I just like how it's like a 12-year-old kid just like, Mom, why we're waiting here all day?
It's been all day.
You want this fucking sandwich, don't you? This fucking spicy motherfucking sandwich that everybody gotta have, you dumbass motherfucker. You can wait in this goddamn line.
The kid's like zooming in on her too. Just one more time.
It's been all day.
You want...
It's been all day. It's like it's been all day and it looks like it's the sun setting. They're out there like 8 hours just waiting for some chicken sandwich. Come on, let's get this one more. Oh, I broke it. She broke the internet. No, well, that's all you get for that one. Alright, so in some other news, we'll get some other funny video at the end too. That's really good. Not that funny, but pretty funny. So Michael Bloomberg's starting to file for papers for Democratic primary. Looks like that's what he's going towards. I don't think it actually is. I think it's BS. I think it's for something else. I think maybe they're trying to egg him on. I think people behind the scenes. But this guy's like 77, I think. He's just another big billionaire. He's like even more of a billionaire than Trump. Like this guy on record has like $55 billion. I mean, in wealth. But, of course, Elizabeth Warren, being super savvy, internet savvy, being hip and with it, and super progressive. Oh, progressive. She's like, welcome to the race, Mike Bloomberg. If you're looking for policy plans that will make a huge difference for working people, and which are very popular, start here. And she made this on the website. They have this calculator for billionaires to show what the wealth tax would be, what this ultra millionaire tax would be. And they're like, some billionaires seem confused about how much they would pay under Elizabeth Warren's ultra millionaire tax. I don't think they're confused because they know it's going to be zero, aka non-existent, because there'll never be Elizabeth's ultra millionaire tax. You will never make it, lady. Just give up. Cash out already. She'll just she'll fizzle out at some point, and she'll end up going on some board for, some organization like Greenpeace or something. I don't know. But she makes this thing. So it's like are you a billionaire? I'm like, oh, I'm not. Next. Next. That's just really stupid. Like, there's two options. It goes the same thing, essentially. Pick a billionaire to see how much they would pay under Elizabeth Warren's tax. Hey, well, let's go look at Zuckerberg. Here, Zuckerberg. So he has basically $71 billion. Okay. He would have to pay $4 billion. $4.2 billion next year under Elizabeth's. It's Warren, but then she's Elizabeth. Her wealth tax. So just to kind of give you a little example here, but just a sec, go watch this part. Look, don't worry too much about Mark Zuckerberg. If history is any guide, if billionaires do nothing other than invest their wealth in the stock market, it's likely that their wealth will continue to grow. Okay, Mark Zuckerberg doesn't have $71 billion in cash to put into the stock market. It is in the stock market. It's called Facebook. His money's in Facebook. He probably makes like a couple $1 million a year, something like that, getting paid out. He owns like a bunch of stuff like, mansions and all that kind of stuff. But he's not sitting on $71 billion worth of cash. Like if he sells a bunch of stock, he pays tax on that stock. If he takes income, he pays income tax. He pays sales tax. He pays all these different taxes. So this would literally take $4 billion out of his wealth every year. And he would have to replenish that by selling stocks, paying his wealth tax, and then hoping that his stock, his company goes back up in value more than $4 billion worth of his stock alone. I think he owns like almost like 50% of, or controlling shares or something like that. Like he can actually really run Facebook the way he wants. But most people don't have they can't just sell a whole bunch of their stock to pay this tax. They're just going to rack up these massive tax bills. Let it go for 10 years, you owe $40 billion in wealth taxes. That would be insane. In 10 years, that would cut off half his wealth. And that would force him to sell the shares of his company in order just to pay this thing. It's like, which only impacts 75,000 wealthiest families, would generate enough revenue to cover universal health care, quality public education, forgive student loan debt, provide free public college, and help finance Medicare for all. But for how long? Because if you're taking their wealth away, eventually that class disappears. Like they can't the only way that they would be able to keep making money and stay rich would be to rip off consumers more so that they can offset this difference and continue to grow. Otherwise, they're going to lose money. Every company is going to shrink. There will be no more billion-dollar companies. the owners and everything would be selling the stock to try and offset their tax bills, which they would have to pay because they're not sitting. He doesn't have $4 billion cash in the bank, let alone $71 billion that he should have to pay tax on. So this thing doesn't even make sense. This part's great. Elizabeth's wealth tax allows billionaires to contribute back to the society that helped them succeed. Okay, first of all, one society is not another, so I think even semantically that's not his society is the high society. Bloomberg or Mark Zuckerberg's, it's the geek society. He's giving back to geeks. I think Facebook kind of gave back quite a bit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I hate Facebook. I hate Zuckerberg. I'm pretty sure he's a humanoid robot, cyborg, alien, kind of weird creature thing, or like a Caesar clone or something like that. But this still doesn't make sense. Like, this doesn't make sense at all, because it will destroy class, and then then they'll just have to shift that down to the millionaire class, and then the sub-millionaire class. It doesn't make sense. But I like how they say this, though. Like, it allows billionaires to contribute back. Like Bloomberg doesn't donate money. Zuckerberg doesn't donate money. Gates doesn't donate money. I mean, Bill Gates. They all said that they're going to dissipate 99% of their wealth when they, or I think 50 years after they die, it's going to be dissipated 99%, stuff like that. But Elizabeth knows what to do with it better than he does. And don't get me wrong, Bill Gates is a creep. He does a whole bunch of creepy shit. But if he's going to do anything, if anybody's going to do anything, it would be guys like him doing a much better job than what the government would do. Right? Because it's his money. It's his stuff at stake. He's trying to make a social change. He's trying to do stuff. Even guys like George Soros, which are total walk-in demons, they earn that money. They can spend it where they want. We just got to be aware of where they're spending it and watch them and, fight them on stuff when we disagree. But this whole thing's just ridiculous. This is something, and the whole, it's like a little shtick thing, you got to pay this money. Oh, I am a billionaire. It's like, what's your net worth? Oh, I don't know, $1 billion? I'd pay hey, if I have $1 billion, I got to pay an extra $20 million in Elizabeth's wealth tax. Good news, you're still extraordinarily rich. I just like how they say that. Like, you're still rich, but only for the next couple of years, because eventually this kind of inflation on you is going to destroy you. Whatever, it's stupid. But I'm going to keep making fun of her. Check this out.
Why did you list yourself?
So first of all, she, on the Texas bar document, when she started to file to be a lawyer, she puts in that she's Cherokee, she's American Indian. And that actually determines certain things. That can be used in college applications and stuff like that. And there's a certain amount of seats reserved for different demographics. So she uses that. Obviously, it would have had some advantage. They wouldn't have just been psh, and throw it in the trash and be just another classic American Indian woman trying to get ahead. They'd be oh yeah, keep this at the top of the list. This American Indian woman's going to be president one day. So she says that, but so this guy asked her about, check this.
Yourself as an American Indian on this Texas bar application.
So this was about 30 years ago, and I am not a tribal citizen. Tribes
we
and
know.
only tribes determine citizenship.
Yeah, basically everybody knows that.
When I was growing up in Oklahoma, I learned about my family the same way most people do. My brother.
Let's try to see how. Let's see where she'd go with this. You learned about family like most people have through
Brothers and
through
I
words.
From our mom and our dad and our brothers and our sisters, and those were our family stories. But
yeah, family stories. Hardly something that you'd put on a document to be a lawyer. when you're fifth. Well, she's like 70. This is 30 years ago. She's like 70 years old. So she would have been like 40 years old. But she's talking like when they're growing up.
My family the same way most people do. My brothers and I learned from our mom and our dad and our brothers and our sisters, and those were our family stories. But
These were our family stories. So what does she get at? That like she has a verbal contract with her family that she's Native American. Really, I don't know what she's making it sound like this is something that she just learned when she was a kid. They just kind of talked about it as a kid. But she's 40 years old when she puts this on a legal document to be a lawyer to try to pass the, I guess, like, you know, a bar exam type thing. And then you're going to put this kind of information in that and then play it off 30 years later when they call you out on it, saying like you're not Cherokee at all, and she has no reason to think it. She has nobody of her family's a tribal member. She ends up doing a blood test because this is the girl that Trump keeps calling Pocahontas. Pocahontas. And he's like, do a blood test, Pocahontas, because I'm pretty sure I'm more Native than you are. And she actually does the blood test. And it shows that she's like 0.00001. Something like that. And then she goes and apologizes and says, oh, I didn't know. It's just I thought this is what we grew up talking about. And she talks like that for about 4 minutes.
Understanding from my family's stories, but family stories are not the same as tribal citizenship.
You think if you're a lawyer, a 40-year-old lawyer, you would know that. You shouldn't have been able to pass the bar with the stupid thinking like that. Which, let's be honest, she knew it. She was using it to her advantage. She was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true. Whatever. Check. Pretty sure. It's like, no, I'm not white. And then looking through the list of stuff, it's like specifically check this one or write in. It's not like just in conversation she happened to mention it and then someone ran with it. So it's so stupid. You got caught. You messed up. Stop making it sound like you were a kid at the time. These are my family stories. Listen to the way she says it.
From my family's stories, but my understanding from my family's stories, but family stories are not the same as tribal citizenship.
Yeah, that's why you're an idiot, because they're not the same, and you pretended that you were lying. You're just lying about it. You weren't mixing the two. You were just anyway. That's enough of that. Let's just keep making fun of some other stuff though. The best president money can't buy. Well, I guess that's probably true because you're not going to be president, so you can't really buy. Yeah, so it's persist. Cancel my student debt. Dream big. Fight hard. Write plans. Warren. Big structural cheers. Warren has a can for that. What is this? Persist. Cat caller for $25. Is she Warren or is she Elizabeth? Because it keeps getting kind of mixed up here. Elizabeth's plan. It's Elizabeth's wealth stacks. But it's Warren. You mean like Warren Buffett? One of the richest men on earth? Oh, look, they got some new Spanish t-shirts in. I was waiting for that. What the hell is going on here? 2 cents tote bag for $35. They should seriously sell it for 2 cents. Dream big, fight hard. Stupid. The 3-pack magnet for $15. Why? What is this, man? Like, you're gonna put that magnet in your fridge, and people are gonna walk by and be like, "Oh, Warren, you're a Warren Buffett fan, are you? You must be in the stock market doing good because all those Trump dollars coming in." And she's like, "No, actually, I'm a socialist, and this is a sticker I paid. I'm a socialist, but this is a magnet that I paid someone $15 for." Yeah, okay. Let's look at some more of these because there's a lot of stupid ones. Warren has a plan for that. Dream big, fight hard. I mean, just really generic stuff. You can put this on any campaign at any time. It's really dumb. This one actually, I like the look of this one. This on a T-shirt, that'd be kind of nice. Dream big, fight hard, live proud. I mean, they should kind of coordinate the colors. Like this one's coordinated, like kind of reddish and oranges, but then yellow and green, and then kind of blue and purple. I mean, you should fix those colors there. It's a little off. Women with Warren. I couldn't find a men with Warren shirt. I was looking for it. It does come in unisex, though. A women with Warren unisex shirt. This one's Liberty Green. Not green like money, because you won't have any. Win with Warren. Man, I tried to get one of their transgender t-shirts. I was going to buy this transgender pride flag fitted t-shirt, but they didn't have it in white or men's. Oh, man. Dream big, fight hard, live proud. If you're one of the groups that I've identified in my product lineup. So if you identify with anything in my product lineup, be proud, live proud, dream big, fight hard. And what colors are these anyway? And why did... I mean, is that a flag color? Like, I've never... That's... I don't know. I haven't seen that flag color. Yeah, weird. Like, it doesn't even say Warren for president. It just says Warren. Like, and that's kind of why I think she's not... I don't even think she is, but this is just kind of a thing that... It's almost like a branding exercise. It's like, okay, we got someone, they're resonating, let's see how much money we can get for this. Also, check this out. Made in USA. Nice. Oh, it's made in USA. Cool, that's good. Union printed. Oh, okay. All right, that's good. Fitted cut. All right, well, whatever. Powered by Shopify, which is a Canadian company. So they got like a union printed shirt in the States with made in the US, but their website's in Canada. So, and I'm pretty sure the website takes more power, more energy than it does to take and sell one of their dumb t-shirts, which they probably only sell one or two of them. Platinum gray. So, see, just stuff like that doesn't even make sense. They couldn't even host their own website in the States or something, especially with the amount of power these things suck up when you get a pop. Like, when she does this tweet thing, she comes out with that tweet or whatever it is, point about this billionaire tax credit thing. It gets a lot of traffic, and then people hit the store and they just look at all the stupid stuff they have. That takes up a lot of power. That's more energy than the shirt. I guarantee it. So moving along here, getting to the end here. But these are some pretty cool videos here. This one here is a Megyn Kelly interview, the MK interview. I don't trust her. She's a dummy. I'm pretty sure she's a space alien as well. But she's trying to make a comeback. She was like on, I don't know, CNN or MSNBC, and then she was on Fox, and then she was off another one, and then they got rid of her after she did like an Alex Jones interview and got caught lying about a bunch of stuff because Alex Jones recorded her, and she made all these lies and stuff, and then totally made this hit piece on them. But anyway, she's talking to this girl that was fired from CBS. She used to work at ABC. She's the girl that actually clipped the video that we saw, that girl talking about the Epstein. She had the Epstein story. She had all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. So this is the producer that... I'll show you the... So this girl here. This is the producer that actually that clipped this thing to the side, which is kind of like a filing thing. It's almost like a filing cabinet type thing. So they can snip out videos or something, and then they can go pull them up later. So anyway, she's the one that clipped it. She just recently moved over from ABC to CBS for a contract, and the video gets leaked, and then CBS assumes it's her, ABC assumes it's her, calls CBS, rats her out, and then CBS fires her. And then she says she's not the one that leaked it. She's not even the one that leaked it. All she did was just save the file, like, when this was done, like, way back when it was happening. But she never leaked it. She never gave it to anybody. She never did anything like that. But just watch a minute or two of this.
See what she's saying? Does she know that she's on a hot mic?
Okay, look. What does this face remind you of right here? Look at those eyes, man. These are like, that's like those alien eyes.
The assistant said to us that Amy knew she was on a mic and that she knew she was being broadcasted to all the affiliates.
Right, so this is a moment where she's off the air, she's doing taped promos, but she has a mic on and people can see and hear her.
Yeah.
So what made what did you do? You clipped the moment? You sort of marked the moment in the system?
Yeah, I just clipped it off. I essentially marked it in the system and never left the system. We do it all the time.
Did you tell the manager that you had clipped it?
I did not.
Did you think it was newsworthy, what she was saying?
So, I don't actually... This girl's lying about something. She's lying about something. There's a part here where she starts kind of crying about it.
I left and I was just really excited to start a new job
And so this week...
And there's like a lot of jump cuts, like it's a boom, 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 boom. The conversation never happens like that. There's always like, it could be like an hour of conversation and then they're just kind of getting to the point in each case. So sometimes it can actually look a little messed up. But there's definitely something wrong here. She's admitting something, especially because Megyn Kelly keeps asking her, did you share with anyone? Did you do this, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And at the end...
inside, it's not... I'm not the whistleblower. I'm sorry to ABC, but the leaker's still inside,
No.
Wasn't me. I'm not the...
No.
Look at that.
Wasn't me. I'm not...
So there's additional information that she's excluding here. She's saying, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Right? Like, it wasn't me. She keeps sticking to that. That's her default, like in this whole clip here. That's always her default. It wasn't me. But she knows who it is. And then, check this out.
The whistleblower. I'm sorry to ABC, but the leaker's still inside. It's not... I never did any of that. I may have accessed it, but I never leaked it. I never showed it to anyone. I didn't talk about the situation outside the company.
And
now, if you really had nothing to do with it, you'd be like, I literally had nothing to do with it. All I did was clip it. I had nothing. I don't know who it is, what, where, when, why, nothing. Nothing at all. I have no idea. But she goes to list specific things. I don't know who leaked it. I don't know who did this, or whatever. But I don't think she says, what?
That. I may have accessed it.
what do you want ABC and CBS executives to know?
Wasn't me. I'm not the whistleblower. I'm sorry to ABC, but the leaker's still inside. It's not... I never did any of that. I may have accessed it, but I never leaked it. I never showed it to anyone. I didn't talk about the situation outside the company.
I didn't talk about the situation outside the company. Now, she also says earlier that when this happened, when they're watching this, like, live, like they're watching this girl talk about the story, she's like, everybody was talking about it. Everybody was kind of freaked out. Everybody's kind of running around talking about it and stuff. And then she says, like, I didn't talk about with anybody. I didn't do that. I didn't do that outside the company. And then she says the whistleblower is still inside. So for sure, she probably said to the person that's inside, she's like, I'm on my way out anyway. It's in there. It's in the system. You do whatever you want with it. And then a guy goes in there and pulls it up and pulls it out or something. But then she even said that she accessed it. So they assumed, ABC assumed it was her because she had accessed it, not clipped it. So she clipped it, but then she accesses it later. So she's saying, I did access it, but I didn't show it to anybody. I didn't talk about it to anybody outside the company. So she basically just said, hey, go ahead and here it is. Like, it's in there. Go get it. And then the person just goes and pulls it up. So it would have been someone that's probably replacing her, or someone that's probably not replacing her there, but a similar position, a similar kind of position, or someone that would have access to those files at least. And maybe they use her account or something, but she didn't say she had nothing to do with it.
And when you say the leaker's still inside, do you have any suspicions about who actually may have leaked it?
This is something that everyone saw.
Is that right? So it was.
See that?
And when you say the leaker's still inside, do you have any suspicions about who actually may have leaked it?
This is something that everyone saw.
This is something that everyone saw. Everyone saw. It didn't answer the question. Do you have any suspicion about it? This is something that everyone saw. It's not like I have no idea who did it because everyone saw it. Not that, but everyone saw it.
Suspicions about who actually may have leaked it?
This is something that everyone saw.
Is that right? So it was a talked about moment.
Yeah, it was definitely that whole day. Everyone, was talking about it, was running around, taking videos of it.
So do you regret?
Taking videos of it. Who was taking videos of it? What? How? So do you regret? And they just kind of glaze over that. She's asking like all these quick fire questions at the first, like, did you take it out? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you do this? Did you do that? So she might not have the like she might be talking to the person and they might say, okay, anything you say that you don't want in there, we'll give you the right to say, oh, I didn't mean to say that, I want to take that out. That could have been exercised, something like that. But this thing's cut up into pieces. I really feel like this girl is hiding a lot of information. She definitely knows a lot more than she's letting on, and even just the way she's answering the questions and the vagueness of it and just the quick fireness of it that never actually asks it would take 2 or 3 follow-up questions and you could figure out exactly whether or not, she can still lie about it. She could actively lie about it, but she's not actually lying in this case. She's skating around these specific answers, and I think that's pretty obvious. So, continuing with this whole Epstein thing, Alex Jones goes over to Google campus and just starts shooting off like Alex Jones does.
So, I don't need to shout. Does anybody want to prove me wrong or disagree with me that Jeffrey... No, I'm saying I don't need to shout. I'm saying come up close. When I address a crowd, I shout. Oh, so a libtard says something and runs off. All the so-called leftists aren't really liberal. You just signed on to fake corporate garbage covering up the child trafficking of Jeffrey Epstein at the behest of Google, at the behest of these companies that covered up Hillary's blackmail rings. Google is guilty of helping Hillary Clinton and Epstein cover up the child trafficking rings. Google blocks any information of this.
So yeah, he's doing this new thing, ProveMeWrong.show, where he just goes up to people and argues with them about stuff that you can't prove or disprove. But I mean, that's a big thing now. It's a big meme now as well. Epstein didn't kill himself. I mean, nobody believes that he did. You'd be insane to think that if you actually go look up the story and stuff, which we covered in a previous episode. But he talks to some people. They agree with him. He just gives all the facts. Like, he just riddles off all the facts.
Oh, thank God he's dead because he can't rat Hillary out. You like Hillary?
Watch this.
Oh, I can be...
Thank you.
Thank you. And let's just say to YouTube and Google and everybody, hey, if you're not evil, then stop blocking this information.
I'm a huge fan. Thank you for all.
Well, God bless you. You want to get on camera and ask a question for her quick?
Oh, thank you. I'll probably get fired from my job.
All right, we don't want that to happen.
All right.
All right. Let's do that.
Can we say I'm not bragging?
Yeah. I'm not bragging.
Because Alex Jones is always saying that. He's like, look, I'm not trying to brag, but we broke the story 13 years ago. I was telling you about Epstein pedophile ring and the Hillary Clinton and them getting on the plane, Lolita Express. I'm not bragging, but I've been trying to, like, he'll say he's not bragging, then he'll just tell how he did something, like, or he'll say, like, I'm not bragging, but I could take a pistol and I could shoot that bottle on the side of, like, 400 yards away and not even looking, with 2 eyes closed, and I can do a backflip and do it at the same time, and I did it, and I showed this guy that he was crazy, and then we did it again. Say, I'm not bragging, but I can tell you right now, I'm a hell of a shot. It's just like, he'll just do weird rants like that all the time. Anyway.
I will never kill myself. I will never kill myself. Never.
Be quiet, though. That's a good start.
Oh, I can be quiet and stop exposing the child kidnapping?
I'll never kill myself. He's like, he can be quiet. That's a good start. What does that mean? Look at that. It's so stupid.
I will never kill myself. I will never kill myself. Never.
Be quiet, though. That's a good start.
Oh, I can be quiet. Stop exposing the child kidnapping rings. They're all confirmed.
No, just in general, you can be quiet.
I'm never going to shut up. It's called free speech. It's called America. See how that works? See how America works? I'm not going to shut up. I've been proven right. I've been vindicated in triplicate over and over again. You guys think you're
vindicated in triplicate. That's funny. That's a
part of the establishment?
That's a good word combo.
Think you're the ruling class leftist? You try to tell everybody what to do? You don't tell me what to do. I'm not going to shut up ever.
Didn't your kids almost get taken away?
Oh, I've got my kids full custody. Oh.
Didn't your kids almost get... I mean, that's a greasy... that's a greasy thing to say to somebody, really. You're going to... I mean, that's a leftist tactic. They kind of sidetrack the thing with just insults and, ad hominem attacks. But just give you a little reference on what he's talking about. He had a custody battle with his wife, and like his ex-wife, I guess, was saying like he's mentally ill. He thinks he's the Joker and stuff. And then they tried to show a jury the video of him pretending to be the Joker, like just as a skit, right? And then they wanted to actually put that through, but his lawyers were able to block it. And so they just kind of had these weird tactics. And then he was like in a deposition saying that he was, like this is like performance art, like he's a character and stuff like that. So then they say, look, see, Alex Jones isn't real. He's scamming you. He's just playing a character. It's not really blah blah blah. I don't even care if he is playing a character. I mean, I love watching this character. But yeah, so and he does have full custody. He that's not even a thing.
You want to take people's kids away? Oh, I see. Oh, you want people's kids?
No, I don't want your kids.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know. You don't want those kids, do you? That's right. You go right to my kids, don't you? Jeffrey Epstein ran child kidnapping rings for Hillary.
Yeah,
and
that's garbage. Thank God he's dead.
Oh, Hillary. Oh, thank God he's dead because he can't rat Hillary out. You like Hillary?
What are you talking about Hillary for?
She's the one he was running it for. Oh, is Hillary good? It's like, hey, say David Duke's bad. I think he's terrible. Say Hillary's bad.
Hillary's bad.
Hillary's bad.
Hillary's bad.
Yay! All right.
Shut the f up now.
Sure, I'll be leaving soon.
All right.
There you go. Infowars.com.
So the general consensus amongst people that...
Sure, I'll be leaving soon. Just like so nonchalant. Rob Dude does a little good breakdown, but I'll skip that. It's just, info. Rob Dude's getting old.
And everyone involved in sucking at the demonic breast of Hillary and the deep state is complicit in child trafficking. Woo. Anybody want to ask questions or debate? Prove me wrong. Show. Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Prove me wrong. Info.
And he's outside the Google campus. So he's like shooting off right outside Google. And like all these people, like a bunch of these people work at Google. You can see their passes and stuff, but they're scared to they really don't want to get in trouble because, this stuff came out with like Google kind of censoring conservatives even at their work and like these internal memos and stuff. Like they got internal message boards where they're basically showing like people are getting upset that conservatives work there, basically. Look at that. What a way to bust it down. Oh man, Alex Jones, love him or hate him, he's a force to be reckoned with. I've been vindicated in triplicate. Alright, so this was a pretty funny episode. A lot of crazy videos, a lot of disturbing videos too, disturbing news, some crazy stuff. But, at the end of the week, after a bunch of crazy news, you got to be able to laugh at it and at least have a little fun and be able to enjoy the moments like this of guys, because Alex Jones won't be around forever, and someone's going to have to step up and replace him. Let's just hope that he can yell as loud.
Infowars.com.
Oh man. Anyway, this is the end of the episode. Thanks guys for watching. Have yourself a great long weekend. We'll probably do an episode on Monday anyway. If you like it, thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, share the links, do all that kind of stuff. That's the only way to tell the Google algorithm that we're actually doing something decent, that we're having good, consistent content, and that people like us and all that kind of stuff. So even just play the video in the background and let it play a few times. It boosts the numbers because they calculate everything and one big super deep algorithm, and hopefully we can dupe the system, even though they probably blacklist us or shadow ban us because all I talk about is Alex Jones and Epstein and Hillary Clinton. So those are all like the blacklisting keywords to use. But anyway, maybe we can bypass that if you guys like, share, comment, and all that kind of stuff. So thanks for watching, guys, and have yourself a good weekend.